you guys? It's basically Brittany here, and I am coming to you because 'tis the season to get married. So I wanted to come before you and do a bridal look for those of you who are getting married in the fall. First of all, congratulations, yay. Yay for you. But I know some of us don't have the money to pay for a makeup artist because y'all jokers can get expensive. But I am here to help you figure out how to do the makeup on your own. So if you're getting married, know somebody who's getting married or thinking about getting married, and if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. So some pointers I have before I really like dive into this makeup look, because I know nowadays people just can't afford to go all out for that one day. One of the things you may have cut from your budget is a makeup artist, and you want to just, you know, venture out and do it on your own. First of all, I want to say, if that's something you're comfortable with, go for it. If you're not comfortable with doing your makeup for your big day, if you want to look at your pictures and be wowed at how beautiful you look and you're not sure you can give yourself that beauty, I would suggest hiring a makeup artist. Just add that to the budget, sis. Pointer number 2, I will say, do what you're comfortable with and watch what look you want. Practice it before you do it for your big day. And I mean, watch somebody who's done it before, study that video, practice it over and over and over and over again until you feel comfortable with the look that comes out. Don't wait until the day of to try to go ahead and put a look together and then you're like, oh snap, like I can't do this. Save yourself the headache, practice before your big day, everything will be fine. I would suggest doing your makeup based on your theme or your venue or your dress, or all three. Real big quick shout out. I'm doing this video because I'm gonna be in a wedding on Sunday. My best friend Casey is getting married, and it just inspired me to help other brides who just may not know what the frick to do on their wedding day. I'm not here as an artist. I'm not here as an expert. I'm just here as somebody who has seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. It is very feasible. It is very doable. Let's just get right into it because I feel like I'm rambling a lot. Okay, so the main thing has to be the main thing. What's underneath, first of all, I don't know if you guys noticed all of my Charlies, right? Huge skin imperfection because this is also my time of the month, so my hormones are going crazy, so my face is showing exactly what's happening in my body. This brings up the point of make sure your skincare is top notch. I cannot talk today. Make sure your base is top notch. As much as I make fun of this base, this is actually gonna get you through. This Becca Cosmetic Primer Ever Matte Suck Your Face Dry Primer is going to be your friend on your wedding day. As dry as it can make your face, it is definitely gonna make your makeup sit still. You gotta greet all your guests. You gotta make sure everybody feels love. You gotta take 1,050,011 pictures. There's a lot you have to do on your wedding day. And it's just like, save yourself the headache of having to keep retouching your face up and make sure your primer is helping you out in every way it can. I am patting it in because the minute you rub it in, everything you have put on your face up until that point, it's coming off. But I will also say, make sure to save yourself some time and a headache. Make sure your eyebrows are waxed and your mustache is gone. In this instance, I'm going to do my eyebrows first. Eyebrows and eyes first. And this is why. We are not perfect in this makeup game, okay? This is makeup we're doing because we don't want to pay nobody else $1 million to do my face. In the event that you do your face and you mess up, you ain't gotta worry about wiping around your face. None of it. You don't have to worry about none of it. So this is why I highly advise that you do your eyebrows and your eyeshadow first. But I do want to bring you guys a little closer to my face so you can see what I'm doing with my eyebrows and my eyes. Come closer, but I'm warning you, girl, it's a mess. Okay, so because I have respect for myself, this is about as close as y'all gonna get, okay? When it comes to doing your eyebrows, ladies, especially for a wedding, I would really advise you to get them done, get them waxed, get them threaded, whatever you choose to do, because it'll make your life 1,000,000 times easier, okay? So I'm just gonna keep this eye look very natural glam. Again, in no way, shape, or form am I an expert, okay? Okay, so you see, so already things are happening. Because I got my eyebrows waxed, and I am fortunate enough to not have sparse eyebrows. So I really didn't have to do a lot. And that's another tip, ladies, do not overkill. If your eyebrows are blessed enough to be flourishing, don't overkill the eyebrows. That's my only, I'm not an expert, but listen to this, okay? So to clean the bottom of my eyebrows, I'm just gonna take some concealer that I'm gonna use to conceal my under eye. I'm just going to put more concealer to prep for the eyes. All right, I'm gonna take my setting powder, set that eye like so. So I'm gonna do the same thing with the other eye. Like you're realizing you got two different eyebrow shapes. So does the rest of the world, okay? Listen, be easy on yourself because again, we're not experts here. It's not a rule you gotta have a makeup artist for your wedding. You just gotta know what to do, right products to use, and I'm going to help you out with that a little bit. Especially if you're an oily queen like myself. Most of the products I do recommend are for oily people. So like if you're dry-faced, well, also depends on your level of dry-facedness. I would suggest watching someone with dry skin because I'm not going to recommend things for you. Long ramble short, watch who has the same skin type as you. I forgot to mention that I use Laura Mercier to set my eyes. We got our concealer on. We're ready to go for our eyeshadow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my NYX Ultimate Utopia palette. It's got a little, girl, this palette got a little bit of everything in it, okay? I'm gonna use a transition color that is closer to my skin tone, but can be used as a transition. So I'm just gonna make this my overall shade. And I am starting from the end and blending my way in. So I'm going to also let you in on a little secret. As long as your face and your brows look really good, the eyeshadow's not that much of a concern. I said it. So I'm gonna go in with the darker, warmer color, and I'm gonna stay right here and in the crease. If you ever feel like you brought it up too high or you did too much, say you're like me and you're like, dang, I got a little overzealous with the eyeshadow, right? Go back into your transition color and go over that one part. Now, if you got a little overzealous in your transition color, take a empty brush with nothing on it and just buff it out. And just buff it, buff it, buff it, buff it out. If it's not buffing to your liking, take a lighter shade and go over it. And that should do the trick. See? See what I mean? We ain't gotta be an expert to do this. That is what it should look like. So I'm gonna do the same thing over here. I'm gonna buff it on my eyelid first and then just blend in Blending, honey, blending, blending.
It's the way I put on this makeup, baby. Blending, 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 blending. It's all about blending.
I'm be honest with y'all. I ain't got the patience. I ain't got the patience to be just sitting here blending stuff. Like, I got a wedding to go to. I got things to do. That's why I be cutting corners. So these are your two colors. So here's what I'm gonna do. Here's like what brings the glam to it, right? I'm just gonna put a lighter color along my eye right here, so it kind of like fades everything out. So watch, let me show you. Put this lighter color at the end and right there. I don't even know what to call that part of your eye. And usually this is what makes it glam. It's like the fake cut crease. This light might not be giving what it's supposed to give. So it's just not coming off in the camera like I want it to, but that's what I'm looking for. That transition right here. Let me see. Let me do the other side again, because it just isn't. This left eye be doing what it want to do, man. I swear. So if you feel led in your spirit to go a little darker right here, like in your corner, I say go for it. I say go for it, but I am not. So let's back y'all up so y'all can get up out my face, because I feel like this was way too personal. So I hope y'all learned a little bit from it. We will be putting lashes and stuff at the end because I don't like to mess up lashes. So now that part I probably won't film because I'm not even gonna hold y'all a little bit. That's hard. Okay, so I finally got this I finally got the lighting together. Get you some complexion products that'll hold you down all night, okay? Now what I know will hold you down, and what I know what holds me down is if I mix double wear and Lancome. If I put these two things together, my makeup's not moving. And I usually have to mix two anyway because I never can find my exact complexion product. If you guys seen me in my Get Ready With Me, like one of my very first videos I put out, I used the double wear by itself and I looked like high old silver. Oh, and so I do mix my foundations. If you guys want to know what my colors are, let me know in the comments and I will put it in the description box. I just don't be trying to do all that extra work because I'm not getting paid for this. And that's real. Just gonna go through, spread this on my face. If you are one who, like me, experiences hyperpigmentation, breakouts and textures and stuff, what I don't want you to do is I don't want you to get a false hope. Like, this is going to cover it up. It's going to cover up the hyperpigmentation. I'm more so talking about the texture. You're still going to see it. It's still going to be there. What I suggest you do is let your photographer know, airbrush me. I don't add extra makeup to my forehead. I just kind of use whatever is there and make it work, honey, because the forehead is usually the first thing to go when it comes to my makeup. If you're anything like me, like skin is a big concern of mine and has been all my life. Like, I can't ever say I went through a period where my skin was just good to me. Also, make sure you get your neck and your underneath your chin. You want all of that to be blended. In fact, depending on how your dress is, you're gonna want to take it lower than that because you want all of it to pretty much be seamless. If you are one who stresses easily, you are going to stress about your wedding. You're going to stress about yourself on your wedding day. You're gonna stress. And I just want you to know, you gotta understand, even underneath all this makeup, you are still gorgeous, okay? No matter how many Charlies you have on your face, you are beautiful. And there is a such thing as airbrush. Don't worry about your Charlies. Don't worry about your stress. Don't worry, none of that. You just be focused on you in the moment, because these little jokers ain't going the way day of. They're not going to be like, oh, Miss Ma'am got a wedding today. Let us go back inside and we'll pimple out later. But you just got to understand, you are already gorgeous, girl. It's the makeup's a benefit. The makeup's a plus. But you don't need it. I'm sure that man would marry you with a bare face in your birthday suit. I'm almost certain, cause I know mine would. Okay. So I'm using my beauty blender to kind of even out anything that may have caused streaks, anything that, you know what I'm saying, may have gone awry. This is the part where you get to clean up whatever you messed up in your makeup, right? So you're going to take whatever concealer you use to put on your eye to apply your eyeshadow. You're going to take that same concealer and you are going to conceal your under eye. Now this is the only part that I would say would be a little more dramatic than usual. Oh, hello, son. You want to cover your over the limit bags under your eye. They don't have permission to be at your function. They did not RSVP. They did not ask to bring a +1. They don't have permission to be here. I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit. I'm gonna carve out my face while I do with my black opal stick foundation. Don't overdo it with the concealer, ladies. We have a tendency to get a little concealer happy, okay? Don't overdo it with the concealer. They will laugh at you. And so will I, because I didn't told you. So I'm going to blend out my forehead first with a brush, because I don't want the beauty blender to kind of mess up my creation. And once I do it with the brush, I'm going to go in with my beauty blender and kind of smooth everything out. So I just kind of do this right here with the brush. This is what I was talking about. This is the time where you clean up your shadow. And then I want you also to notice how it's not a dramatic difference from my skin color. Okay? My sponge is damp, but almost dry. And I feel like that gives me the best coverage, because sometimes I feel like if it's too wet, it sucks up the product with the sponge, and I don't like that. I go back in with the brush I use for my foundation and I blend, and blend. The name of the game, ladies, is blending.
Blending, blending, blending.
I want to look a little more live, right? So I am going to take light beige and I'm going to dab, literally dab. I'm going to dab, let it sit. While it's doing that, I'm going to blend out my contour. So there's the contour, and I'm gonna blend up actually. So it kind of runs into my concealer and kind of diffuses itself, to be honest. Y'all gonna be snatched, honey. Y'all gonna be snatchity snatch. I'm telling y'all, keep y'all foundation brushes handy, because we go back in just to diffuse the contour. Because again, we're going natural glam, not full glam. We don't want a full-fledged, you know what I'm saying, contour situation. We just want to look, and that's it, okay? So we're gonna go back in and blend out our spots and keep it primarily under the eye. Like, don't bring it down. None of that. Don't do none of that. Born This Way is not your only option for concealer to use on your big day. NARS is a good option, and NARS. Oh, and Tarte. Tarte is a good option. They both are very long lasting. are tried and true, honey. They are tried and true. The sun, the sun is right here. I'm so sorry, y'all, if this looks crazy. Another thing I will do, and I learned this from Minna, take your excess on your sponge, carve out. You see it? You see that, girl? Do you see it? The goal is to look snatched. So you may have done a lot of blending and you know, lost your contour. That's the way to get it back. All I'm saying. So I'm using my Laura Mercier. I'm gonna blend it out one more time, and it's gonna give you a smooth. Oh, come on here, you're not invited. A smooth looking situation going on here. Now I have creasy eyes, so there's no getting away from my eyes creasing. I have come to terms with the fact that my eyes are going to crease. Also, if it gets on my brows a little bit, I'm not mad at that because it makes it look a little, actually it's not the word I'm looking for, natural. You see how, like what I was talking about with, you know, your eyes aren't like super important. Like it has to look good, yes, make sure you're blending, yes, but also if the rest of your face and your brows look good, the sun, it's so disrespectful. I'm just gonna keep going. You just gotta roll with the punches. I've been learning that you can make any excuse you want to not do or to not try, but I'm getting out of the excuses phase of my life. I'm just gonna do it because why not? Why not? I'm just gonna go for it. And the least, if it doesn't work out, at least I can say I tried and gave my best. So, TED Talk. So I'm gonna go in with my Sephora Micro Smooth and just buff it all over the rest of my face. You want to set your foundation, no matter if that's on your neck, your face, your chin, wherever. You wanna set your foundation to keep it from moving. What I like about Sephora Micro Smooth is it does not leave you looking chalky. When it comes to your powder contour, here's what I say. Don't overdo it with the powder contour because honestly, when it comes to bridal makeup, the focus usually is on the blush. Spoiler alert. So I'm gonna contour ever so slightly. How I'm gonna do right there. I'm gonna contour ever so slightly just so you can bring it out. And that's all I'm gonna do. That's it. That's it. I'm gonna use a darker, a hint darker shade than my skin tone Fit Me powder, just to kind of like lessen the harshness of the contour because I really don't want to look contoured. I don't even, who invited contour to the party? I want to make sure that all the edges are blended out. I want to make sure this brings back some color to my life. Contour a little bit of the nose, just a little bit, because I feel like bridal makeup, your nose should look like cute and dainty, not like snatched and, you know what I'm saying? It should look like a regular nose. So I'm just accentuating the nose I already have. I'm going to take a lighter than my skin tone Fit Me color, and I'm going to use the same brush, and I'm going to kind of go under my highlight just to reinforce. I'm going on my chin to reinforce, and I'm going under my contour to reinforce, but I'm flicking. You see how I did that? I'm flicking. We're not patting, we're just flicking. The star of the show really is the blush. It's the blush. Now I say that, don't go get crazy with the blush, okay? Don't get stupid with the blush. I'm just saying, make sure you have some blush. Just a hint, just a little something. Give him something he can feel. You know what I'm saying? Okay? Just give him something he can feel. So it's fall. It's fall time. You know what I'm saying? And blush is one of those things that just kind of brings the color back to your face. Like you don't want a harsh, if you do, this is just me, you don't want like a harsh bronze. You don't want a thick contour because that's really not natural glam. Being like rosy cheeked or whatever, that's kind of natural. Blush just does it better for me than like other things in the fall. I'm strictly saying fall concept wedding, it's kind of better for me, you know? I'm not going to highlight, and that is the bride's choice. As for me and my house, I don't want to highlight. We're almost done. We're almost done because I'm putting eyeliner on the top of my eye. I'm not going to put eyeliner on the bottom, but I am going to do a little razzle dazzle. Okay. I do want my eyes to pop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the dark color I used and I'm going to focus it simply at the end of my eye. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here because I want to change clothes, do my eyeliner, do my lashes, and then I'm gonna come back, put my lip on, and then we're gonna wrap this video up. So I will be right back. Okay, so lashes are on. That was a whole ordeal to even put these jokers on. For the lips, we wanna stay natural, neutral, natural, whatever. So I'm gonna take this NYX Suede matte lip, but I'm going to line my lip with that. And then I'm gonna go in with the NYX Liquid Suede lip. What color is this? LSCL7. Sandstorm, that's the name of the color. I'm more so telling you the color for referencing. Do not get the liquid suede, and I'm gonna tell you why. On your wedding day, you're gonna want something that stays put. You're gonna want something that you don't have to keep reapplying after every time you kiss and hug a grandma, grandpa, eat some food, drink a drink. I would go with a liquid lipstick from Anastasia. I wouldn't recommend a lip stain, but if it's a cheaper option, a lip stain, simply because you don't want to have to keep trying to reapply. This is also why, and I might be the only one who feels like this, I would not recommend gloss. Now, for a big lipped individual like myself, you will quickly be able to tell when lipstick starts to fade, right? So I don't recommend lip gloss on people with fuller lips, because if you mess around, eat your fish, beef, chicken, whatever you're eating, and then your photographer's like, okay, let's go outside, blah, blah, blah. You don't really have that time to like, okay, let me reapply. No. So I just recommend something matte and something that will stay put all night. I said Anastasia because she's been tried and true in this house and she's never let me down. Okay. Honestly, at the end of the day, whether you use high end, low end, matte, glossy, whatever the case may be, all up to you. This is all your preference. This is all based on how you want to look on your day. I hope this worked out. I mean, this look came together, y'all. I'm not even gonna hold you. This look came together. This is all I got. So I really, really hope you liked this video. If you have any other suggestions, any other tips for brides or brides-to-be, or people who want to be brides, or people, y'all, if you still with what's his face and he ain't trying to propose and marry you and you trying to get married, y'all clearly not on the same step, and you should probably let me mind my business. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. This was super fun to make, and I do say it's your day. You're not paying for the artist, but pay for the product. I'm done rambling. This is the end of this video. If you guys want to see more videos like this, or want me to do like a bridesmaid edition to this video, let me know in the comment below. I'm so glad you stuck it out this far. And if you did, like the video. You know what I'm saying? And better yet, subscribe to the channel, because if you made it this far, you must like me. Okay? Until next time, guys, I will see you later. Bye.